So, we tried this a 2 weeks ago?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Horrible things happened. We're gonna throw it probably is already up. I don't really know how we're doing the release schedule just yet. But, yeah, we tried X7 blind. That was a horrible mistake. But I've been practicing it a little bit, and I should be able to blow through. There's a specific game plan in place that's keeping with the X-only mentality so far. Basically, I've got a save file on here that's already at the point where we've collected 64 bastard Reploids. So I'm gonna blow through the intro stage again just to, like, show it off properly to get a full playthrough out of it, and then skip through dying and only getting 64 specific Reploids because nobody fucking wants to watch that. It's horrible. As soon as you get X, the game becomes
Playable.
like surprisingly more playable, and then you go through it more, and I don't know, it's an enigma, and we'll talk about it as we go. It's a really bizarre game. And we've got Ben joining us this time. It's just Myth and myself and Ben.
Say hi, Ben.
All the way from Texas.
Hi, everybody. It's a little private party.
Yay!
So he's the only one that hasn't seen any of this yet, so hopefully his reactions will be pretty fantastic, because holy shit, if there's one thing that I learned throughout playing through this game in its entirety, is that it's inconsistent and terrible, and I'm excited to bring it to the world kind of non-biasly. Press start button. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna blow through this really fast. I can't do story time, some of you might be happy about that. We'll see.
But no story time with Dr. Light? Like,
Dr. Light still can, but they're so brief that it almost doesn't matter. It's more the fact that everything is fully voice acted.
oh, okay.
Oh, did I change the language setting? It might not matter from here, because it didn't keep my custom controls either.
Ready to
Okay.
rock?
I'm always ready.
X, you look kind of different.
You wait here.
Alright, guys, I have taken the liberty of placing firearms underneath each of your seats. So if ever you feel the need to eject from this game, just clip the firearm to your temple and hold the eject trigger.
See, even the game was like so.
Yeah, except it's like this dinky-ass sound effect.
Yeah.
Alright, I mentioned this to Myth earlier when we were doing some recording tests. I really like the style of these cutscenes. Like, the kind of weird, slower look and, like, the cell shading and everything is really fucking cool. But they only used it on, like, this and Command Mission. X8 kinda does it, but it's a different art style, so it's a little different. It's just like, it feels like such a waste.
Somebody must have leaked the information.
Gruff McMobster.
It's me, Alus.
Good, Alus is safe. He's very plot important.
Perfect plan. How did they find out? Hmm?
Oh my god, he has a Nintendo Zapper.
Die, fiend. I
God,
actually
was
like
so
that.
pathetic.
You're not
I actually
very
like this
sharp,
guy's
are you?
design.
You
Not him.
betrayed
No,
me.
not Gruff McMobster. This guy.
Not butt
I
chin?
took
Are you
care
sure?
of him a second ago.
What
Oh,
happened?
hi.
How did
X, you
do
look
that?
different. I love that the intro cutscene is how did you do that? It's like, we're not gonna tell you shit. Fuck you, guys.
And it has exactly nothing to do with the rest of the game. Aren't you glad, Ben?
In the 20 seconds.
Well,
Like,
again,
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened?
what am I watching? Season 7 of On My Reploid is looking kind of bleak right now, guys.
This is the one they had to do during the writer's strike.
Oh, damn.
That's perfect.
Actually, yeah, I can't wait for you to know what the plot to this game is, because that makes perfect sense.
I can see the future, and the future is writer's strike.
Actually, fuck it, do you want to know what the plot is right now?
No
Wait until we
spoilers for
get...
the watchers.
Yeah, wait until we get past the... Well, it's almost not really openly said at any point. So once it becomes, like, directly relevant, see if you can piece it together yourself, and if you can't, Myth will just hit the go button and blurt out a response.
Just, we'll set up an audio signal, so, like, bleat like a goat when you give up.
This works right in with my random thing that I was going to be doing this time.
Yes.
That's the high sign.
So I have to reserve goat for if I give up on figuring out the plot. I'll use, like, chicken and cow and shit like that if I just want to do it.
One day, a young Reploid and
Bird and horse.
made the
I
decision
like that,
to leave the
apparently Reploid's age, which I'm interested in since
would change
future technology, sure. I'm interested in how that would work.
Goodbye, Red.
Rust.
Goodbye!
Become a hunter
Again!
on my own.
There's something...
and thus a new battle began.
Ben, are you able to hear the voices clear enough?
when we're not
I
talking.
can hear it. It's just kind of hard to like hear what they're saying over us. But
Can you
that's
at least
fine.
read the subtitles?
Huh?
Can you at least read the subtitles?
Not really. I'll be honest.
Okay, well, whatever. You're not missing too much. Okay, let's get started on this shit.
That's interesting gameplay.
No,
Right, so,
it will very rapidly come to get on your nerves.
Rick,
Oh, I can imagine.
beams.
It's a lot
Like-
different than the last one we did.
Is that thin purple beam in the center what damages you?
Yes.
Alright, so all the particle bits mean
Ah!
fucking... Alright.
Okay, you can just suffer. See, my instinct is to shoot at these fucking things, but I drop right into it. Alright, I'm not going to complain too much about the intro stage and what it teaches you because we have a bonus video specifically for that, blind, so it'll all be kind of clear. But let me just go over for a second, for anybody that hasn't watched it, very briefly, that this game kind of controls like you're traveling through like a thick soup. Like, we directly compared it, actually. I had somebody, Josh. I had Josh play the intro stage to X1. He's never played a Mega Man game before. He's only watched me play. And he was like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. He wasn't super great at it, but he got what was going on because of the whole, now famous thanks to Ego Raptor, this game is designed to teach you by playing thing. Which, great. Everybody already knows that. Then I had him touch this, like, not even for a long playthrough. He, like, played this, is like, this is wrong. Like, this is not how this should play at all. So it's just like this unanimous decision is like, it's not just that it switches perspectives and that they were trying something new, it's like, things that are basic about the series are incorrect.
Oh god. That's pretty awful.
Yeah, especially pacing like this. Let's just wait. Also, right here, I'm switching between targets, which is very mandatory. Bad things happen if you don't open this door correctly. It doesn't tell you how to switch targets until right now, despite the fact that you are confronted with a multiple target type. God damn it. A multiple target scenario earlier. So, you wouldn't know that there's a button that can do that. Unless you were mashing on everything, which, people try buttons at this point. But the developer shouldn't assume something like that, and should teach you by playing, or at least use the dialogue stuff that they've been putting in since X5.
Right.
It ain't hard! So with that out of the way, we have crappy movement, unclear tutorials, unnecessary targeting. Oh, it's not even targeting, it's more like aim assist, which I'll definitely complain about later on, so don't worry about that.
Somebody please tell me I'm through with the worst of it.
Axel says, what X7 players are thinking.
Axel?
That's Axel.
Oh my god.
I don't mind his design, I don't like his introduction. Also, please wait until you hear Zero's voice actor.
I can't believe I'm back here again. What the heck has happened? They really made a mess.
Shadow, is that you?
Gruff McButch sword!
Seriously, like, the player characters have the weird black cell shading outline around them, but no one else does, and Zero's hair doesn't.
I can offer some probable insight into that. Zero's hair is one of the few, like, jiggle bone style effects. Well, it's what it's called for Valkyns.
Yeah.
It actually moves in response to where you're going, and it does it pretty well. I mean, this isn't... Like, technologically, this isn't the worst game. Like, it's definitely more playable than other bad games I've played, so I can't trash on it too much. But yeah, no, like, the black outline is definitely to accent where your character is. Some people didn't like it, but, I get why they did it. And I can imagine trying to have that outline effect on something that's dynamically moving around probably looked like shit.
I don't think that would have stopped these developers.
Well, according to what we read, they tried. They just
Oh, right,
didn't
I
know
need
what
to
they
read that.
Oh, yeah, no, you need to pull that up. That and the one review you found.
Yeah, no, I don't want laugh tracks. That's...
Dude,
We
yeah. Even watching him swing his sword right there, it looks like he's, like, going at half the frame rate he should be.
Yeah, it's slow and it's not... Oh, that's kind of cool. The propeller actually stops in different spots. So yes, you can very much just clip right through this. Perfect. Also, Myth constantly points out when we play that he really doesn't like the fact that enemies very frequently just, like, literally teleport in from nothing. Instead of, you know, like, walking off from screen or being deployed from the Beybladers like these guys, like, know they can do that. If you're playing 7, you probably played 1, and they do that. This is all a rehash of that intro stage.
It's like,
which is embarrassing.
Just have them drop on the top of the screen. That's all I'm asking.
Or have it making passes above you. You know, just something.
Literally any amount of effort, please.
But it's okay, because we're almost done with the second intro stage of 2 intro stages. Also, I know that the one coming up explodes, but seriously, why does this one go away? Also, Ben, does it look to you like something is over there? Because there's not. There's nothing.
Okay, then.
So if there's nothing over there, then why exactly is there a platform there to begin with? I don't know. It's just like little...
So, what's the difference between the 2 ball things? Like, there's green ones and there's blue ones, and I don't know...
the green ones have the shotguns on top. They have cannons. They're like deer ball snipers or something.
And they're stationary while the blue ones move.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, I mean, it's not completely pointless. Also, I love... Figure this thing's hit detection out. I'm clearly passing through it. I'm just gonna sit here. Whatever. I pipe. Okay. Now look at how close my camera is to my player. Yeah. In a game that's kind of supposed to be, you know, a precision platformer. Where I can't see what is in front, behind, or to either of my sides. Myth, you regularly put it as, this is the worst possible camera angle for a game like this.
Yeah. It's, holy shit.
In the intro level. There's nothing over there! Oh, and this part coming up, this is your favorite.
Yeah, this part right here.
Out of the way! Out of the way!
Also, I've got a dialogue note here.
Huh? Wait a second.
You give 1 second.
Are you stupid? You're in danger if you just stand there. Get a move on!
Stop talking, Axel.
Right now, it's pretty clear that Axel doesn't know who he's talking to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, guys, I really can't hear them at all now.
Oh, here it comes. So I'll be seeing ya.
That's
How about
kind of a
now?
benefit. Well,
The music's louder,
here we go.
so that's a good sign, but I don't know about the crazy voice acting.
Ah, yep, unavoidable attacks. Great. Love it.
So check out this amazing segment where you cannot damage this enemy.
Oh, super.
And you
Wait
just
for it, though.
make like 2 jumps,
Eh.
then you jump, and then it's done.
I think it's supposed to evoke, like, the feeling of powerlessness thing from fighting Vile in the first game.
Well, why?
Ben, can you hear them now?
Okay, I'll tell you everything, but later. Right now, I have to take care of that freak.
Freak! Yes or no?
Ben.
Yeah, I can hear the voice.
Alright, cool.
I was
All
just
right.
kind of taken aback by how awful that was.
You're 0,
Alright.
so you can
Okay.
handle this.
Right here, right? You're 0, so you can handle this. Like, so why did you call him, like, helpless idiot before? You fucker?
Call me if you need a hand.
That I like, though, is it has the button tutorial in the dialogue, but the characters don't say it.
Yeah.
And it still makes sense, like, how they're saying it. There's no weird context or anything. It's like, okay, that's good.
This has become a real pain. I want a full explanation when this is all over.
You got
Really?
some explaining to do! Also, yes.
Alright, so what was the point of that platforming segment? Why could you not hurt this boss then, but why can you suddenly hurt him now?
A lot. You
What-
can hurt him a lot now.
What the fuck was the point of it?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have the same... damn it. It doesn't have the same kind of impact that the Vile fight does, and I guarantee you that's what they were going for. Because, like, you aren't powerless, and everybody knows it. At this point, it's not an issue. Also, goddammit. I mean, granted, this should be really easy with Axel now. Like, this is also way too long for an intro stage. None of the other ones at any point in the history of this series has been that long before. Like, there's never been any 4-part loading screen for an intro level before. There's, like, no long-winded explanations of anything. I think the longest of anything like that is when you're introduced to Repliforce in 4, and even that takes, like, just a couple minutes. Not even.
And that's after the intro level.
Kind of. It's still sort of in it, but you get more explanation as it goes.
Well, it's at the end of it.
While that's happening, Ben, you saw that I could hover with Axel, right?
I saw what now?
You saw that I was hovering with Axel just then?
Yeah, I did.
That's one of his character traits.
Yeah.
It's a neat idea, and you'd assume that you could do it through double jumping. You don't. You have to hold the jump button. That's really disorienting later on, because it's instinct.
It makes me feel like a criminal.
You are. Just...
Feel like a criminal?
We found you in an area that was under attack. You're a criminal.
Maybe what I did was wrong, but like we were a
Oh my
team,
god,
don't you
that
think?
voice.
When we kicked that big dude's butt, I thought, yeah,
Okay, so, like, maybe it was wrong, but I'm not a criminal, god.
Axel,
Jeez.
the Valley Girl Reploid.
Oh my god, did you go to Stacy's birthday party?
been lately. I haven't seen him around.
What a bitch.
Fucking Jesus.
He's just beyond this door.
I mean, they're closer to good voice acting in this one compared to stuff like 4. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Bass! Oh, and check this shit out.
Here he is.
Nice work, Zero.
Oh, first of all, Cygnus sounds bored as shit.
He sounds almost like Microsoft Sam, like, what the fuck?
Microsoft
I
Cygnus.
guess so.
Yes.
Idea they'd send that kind
Nice
of
work,
stuff.
Pants. You did it.
I knew you could. Okay, but again, check this out. Here's X! This is on the cover! The title cover box
Yeah.
of the game.
Like,
Fucking...
front and center.
Yeah. I mean, it might be different based on which region it is, but our box is definitely like, here's X, it's X7, X is right here, play as X, have fun with X. He's even shown on the back of the box in the intro stage, which you cannot do under any circumstances, including
False
the game plus stuff.
advertisement.
Oh yeah, it really is.
You can't play as him.
You can't play as him right away, yeah. I don't remember what you know about the end of X6, Ben, but like the whole thing that I really liked about the end of X6 that like really kind of set it apart from the bad game that everybody says it is that X is showing signs of character growth. Like all throughout the series, he's supposed to be like a reluctant sort of fighter. Like he's not openly pacifist, but he is like he's willing to fight, but he doesn't want to. So it's all for the greater good stuff. And at first, you know, he's weaker. The whole first X game is all about him getting stronger. Everybody knows that already. And it keeps building up from there. Like in X2, he internalizes the dash, so he's getting stronger by default. By this point, you can air dash by default, so that's really cool. And X6, at the end, when you trash Sigma, and I mean like really just kick the living shit out of Sigma. It's not even a fair boss fight.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, he openly says, look, if you come back, I'm gonna kill you, because I have to make your better now. So it's like, okay, X is a badass now, this is great. And immediately you get this plot arc. It's like, I don't want to fight anymore, I want to do a desk job.
Yeah, X is secretary in this game.
Fucking goddamn it, X.
Yeah. No, damn it, Capcom.
Unidentified
But-
transmission.
He's Alia. He works with Alia, that's his job.
Which is fine,
He's Colonel.
kind of. I don't know, it's just... Oh, by the way, we're saying this because I can't skip these cutscenes.
And fuck these cutscenes.
I can't speed the cutscenes up, and I can't skip them half the
Hey,
time.
hey guys.
Yeah.
Be careful of his lethal shoulders. He will decapitate some motherfuckers with those shoulders.
His boss fight is so shitty, but you'll see that when I get to it.
Like you, we're hunters. We've trashed our share of Maverick.
Oh, but here's the base of the plot.
A duel. A duel to determine who the real Maverick hunters are.
Not the base, this is the plot.
Won't mind.
It kind of changes up a little bit near the end, but not enough to warrant anything.
Far. So the last one standing wins. If we lose, we'll surrender Axel to you. And if we win,
You
It
can
sounds
keep
like that
Axel
voice
anyway, we
actor
don't
is
want him back.
crying in bursts.
you're
No,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
You've got to be kidding. Axel has nothing to do with us.
we don't want him!
Of you for his sake.
Yay! We don't don't give a shit about Axel.
We tried to put him up for adoption and he just found his way home. I don't understand.
He keeps coming back.
We don't even feed him anymore.
Alright, so Ben,
Yeah.
recap. What is the plot of this game?
Dude.
Already on the move.
It's
All
a
I can
piss.
tell so far is apparently Axel shot somebody in the base, and then once you get it all cleared and you're back at base, X is like, I'm a secretary, and then this dude's like, hey, real Maverick Hunters, that's a thing.
It's basically a pissing contest.
It's a dick measuring contest.
All of the boss fights in this are, fuck it, let's see who's better. So you're literally running around killing sentient robots because let's do it.
So this game is basically Mega Man's version of Xbox Live, with everyone measuring their dick hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's a dick hat contest. And it, that blows my mind, because you have a story arc going from X1 to 5 that's written in its entirety. All of it is alluded the first time you know X is gonna fight Zero at some point, all of that stuff. And then you have things like, military operations and a colony falling, and then, the nightmare phenomenon, even though X6 isn't that great, is still, this really intense shit, and then this was I don't like you guys, I'm gonna beat you up, because I think I'm better than you. It's are you fucking kidding me?
We want the red-headed stepchild, and we'll prove it by having the bigger dick. No, you can have it. We don't want it.
He seriously just showed up.
Going anywhere with this. I'm ready to go.
Ben, how angry are you right now?
Fairly. Also, that was supposed to be a moo. Did that come across like a growl? I'll try
A little.
It works either way.
It's I can't believe it.
I'll tell you right now, any further plot development, don't ask, because my response is just going to be, nah.
There isn't any further plot development. They laid out the entire fucking
No,
story.
the Maverick thing does come in later on, but again, it does. That's the thing, is there's some boss dialogue where it's something's wrong. I'm not myself. And then that's it. That's seriously all you get. It's so is Sigma back? Or what's going on? What the fuck is going on?
It's taking over.
Oh no.
Not Cygnus.
I mean, oh my god, Cygnus, what is going on back there? Why are
Become a giant floating head,
Why are you watching me
that
like
was
this?
part 2. I've
He's
become a
watching you
giant
because that's how
floating
it gets
head.
Okay, so, we're gonna backtrack now. Like I said, in order to unlock X, because X is playable, apparently you can beat half of the Mavericks, which fuck doing that without X. Yes, Squid Game and Return to High Screen. Everything is confirmed, but you'll see that too. You can also rescue Reploids that are in the stages.
You need 64 of them.
This is a system that's coming back from X6. A lot of people didn't like it that much, but it was still a neat concept and it makes sense in the storyline. In X6, when you're rescuing them, there is one specific enemy type that, granted, is everywhere and sometimes is very bullshit. There's only one that can damage them, and once they're gone, they're gone. It's permadeath. Fine, because you kind of learn how to deal with it. Did you mount the right memory card?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. In this one, everything can kill them.
Oh god.
And they can die well off screen.
Dumb.
On top of that, there are 2 Reploids per stage that give you upgrades, and when you grab them, you have to use them then. As soon as the stage ends, you have to use one of your current characters to upgrade them, and you can't save them at all. So,
Just a base recap there is, they can permanently die, which means you lose the power-ups, just like what happened in X6. And when you get the power-ups from ones that you need to know their names ahead of time, otherwise you just instinctively pick them up, you have to apply them to the team you're using at the time. So if you're not using a character you want to upgrade, tough shit, you have to do it.
which means
God,
in order
that's
to
just how it is.
upgrade X, you have to go through the entire game, get 64 of the fuckers without getting any of the ones that give you the upgrades. Also, without letting any of the ones that give you the upgrades die.
So essentially what this save file is I've gone through and selectively rescued 64 Reploids, while only, I think I accidentally got, one.
Yeah, you
And then,
accidentally
one
collected
died or
one.
something. So that I can go through all the stages as X, collect all the power-ups as X, and fight all the bosses as X. So basically I was just throwing myself into the meat grinder repeatedly to get this save file so that I could play the game as if it weren't a pile of shit.
Thank you
It's
for not
amazing.
subjecting me to that giant steamy
Oh, yeah,
pile,
no.
because I'm
Not
pretty
even
sure I
you,
won't
that's
pull
just,
the
like,
trigger.
nobody would have watched that.
Yeah.
Nobody would want to watch that. It was a terrible decision on Capcom's part and just all that.